Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
The Doctor of Discernment is now online.
You know, much like my show, in that it's a local reaction to things that are happening on a federal level.
Dispensing a daily dose of common sense. No prescription required.
Wow, do I have a boatload of stuff for you, from the crazy to the absurd. Let's start getting into it because, I mean, it is bizarro world out there. And I say, if it's obvious to me, should be obvious to everyone. Oh, wow. Who could have seen this coming?
This is the Fourth Hour with Greg Belfrage.
Hold on to your butts.
Broadcasting from the basement bunker. I can't even say it. Man, had such a wonderful show this morning. And then I come here broadcasting from the basement bunker beneath Teleradio. Welcome to the Fourth Hour with Greg Belfrage. Okay, that feud between the president and Elon Musk, it's not getting better. It's gotten worse even just this morning. I'll share the latest here. Let's go to the New York Post. They have everything must go. Trump wants to ditch the Tesla that he bought to show support for Elon Musk. And it gets worse than this, but let's take a look at this story, see what's going on here. Okay, hold on just a second. There we go. And there. You can see a little more. So the president wanting to sell the the Tesla. Remember the one that he said he would never drive him because he doesn't drive himself. I mean, he's driven everywhere by Secret Service and so on, and that'll be the case for him forever. So he bought that Tesla. So what's he saying now? A lot of these comments are old, which is why I'm scrolling right through them. I don't think there's anything really new there. So what has he said that? Okay. A White House official confirmed this to the Post, that Trump's going to sell it. So apparently he didn't say anything. That's coming from a White House official who was saying that. Now it continues, and I'm afraid it doesn't get much better, because I was telling you that the president and Elon Musk were going to be meeting today. It turns out that's not the case. Elon Musk may instead speak to the president's aides. The president made some comments this morning. I'm going to get to that in a moment. So these are new. I've not shared these previously. The president has responded to Elon Musk, and it's not good. So anyway, word was that Elon Musk now may talk to White House aides today in an effort to try to tamp this thing down. We talked about it at length earlier this morning. And I got to take a look at the comment section here, too, because I'm curious on, your thoughts on this. We talked about it at length. Got a lot of phone calls and text messages from folks during the course of the program this morning, which was really great. It was really a snappy conversation. So, it's Peter Doocy over at Fox News reported that the red Tesla is now expected to be given away or sold off. So the Elon Musk had said that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. There's more on that this morning as well, coming from Newsmax. But let's stick with this between Trump and Musk, and then we'll talk about let's go here. There we go. Epstein's lawyer. My client had no information that would hurt Donald Trump. This is what Epstein's attorney said. Authoritatively, which is a weird word, unequivocally and definitely, Epstein had no information to hurt Donald Trump, despite what Elon Musk said yesterday. So this is criminal defense lawyer David Schoen said, I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defense as a criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. And he's saying he had no information to hurt President Trump. I specifically asked him, he said on X. So much for that. Here's Trump, what Trump is saying now today. I want to increase the size of this maybe just a bit. And, every time I have to do, I get frustrated here with StreamYards. Okay. Elon has lost his mind, is the story at Newsmax. Not particularly interested in talking to Elon Musk, which is why now you've got the president's aides who apparently are going to be having a conversation with Elon Musk today. So Jonathan Karl of ABC asked the president about this. In a phone conversation, the president told me Elon Musk is the man who has lost his mind. Trump, however, did not seem angry or even concerned about the feud. As for reports that there's going to be a Trump-Musk call scheduled for today, Trump told me he's not particularly interested in talking to Musk, although he says Musk wants to talk to him. A lot of people want to talk to Trump. Kind of interesting. So he has no interest in talking to the man who lost his mind. Okay, so let me put it to you. Is that going to make this situation better or worse? What do you what do you think? It's gonna get a lot worse. All right. Let's go to the president's True Social account, because there were some other things on there that I wanted to share with you this morning as well. What the president, he's talking about job numbers. And let's scroll down a little bit and we'll come up. So this is within the last hour comments that he has made, last several hours. He's going after the media again. Failing New York Times and the Washington Compost. Two papers who have fought me for years. Reached on polls where a vast majority of those sampled are Democrats. In other words, the polls, just like their writings, are rigged. It's not possible for a Republican to do well in such a poll. They are as corrupt as hell. Yeah, that is hardly, I don't view that as shocking news. Do you know what I mean? It's hardly a surprise. What happened here? Oh, man. Truce. What happened? I thought it was fine. Hold on. Let me pull this back up again. There we go. Something, I think, has gone wrong. So we'll just leave that. We'll leave that there. A few other stories also to share with you. And I think Town Hall also had picked up on this story about the reported phone call between the president and Elon Musk. And Town Hall also saying, doesn't look like it's going to take place. Politico reported last night that White House aide set up the call to broker a peace between the two men. Today, the president saying, you mean the man who has lost his mind? I'm laughing, although it's not funny. I know it's not funny. And you know how sometimes when you know things are inappropriate, but you just have to laugh anyway. It's really unfortunate. And I wonder what effect that's going to have on the big, beautiful bill and the passage of that. What do you think? Is that going to have any passage on the big, beautiful bill? Whether that becomes an issue or not? Denise saying, I think that Elon's using it to get popularity back and it will die down. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will die down. And I think I believe it should be on Trump to let it die down. And I don't know that these latest comments that he's made this morning are going to allow those flames to, it seems like he's throwing maybe a little more gasoline on the fire. I don't know that that's a good idea. I was looking through comments here to see if there was anything else I wanted to share with you. Okay, there is a couple of other stories, and I mentioned this one this morning on the air, and I wanted to show you the did you see this kid on stage doing this backflip at graduation? I thought there was video. No, hold on. Apparently not. Let's go to the New York Post, because they had a New York Post on their website. And again, everything must go. I hate my ex. The New York Post has the best headlines. Oh, there it is. You can see it right here. You see this flip? Right here. Knocks down this other student. She's the one who posted the video. See her? She's smiling. And just right before she gets knocked on her keister by this guy doing a flip. Yeah, that's a bad idea. I mean, yeah. Okay, here's the other story that I wanted to share with you. Do you remember Christiane Amanpour of CNN saying she's afraid to travel to the U.S.? She's afraid. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish more CNN correspondents were afraid to come to the U.S. So she was born in Great Britain, and she said, I must say I was afraid. I'm a foreigner. I don't have a green card. I'm not an American citizen. I'm fairly prominent, and I literally prepared to go to America as if I was going to North Korea. Oh, please. You have got to be kidding me. So this goes on. And she's talking about this on a podcast. It figures, what is it about podcasts that people lose their minds? I mean, can we not do that here on this podcast? Can you and I agree that we're not going to lose our minds and go crazy? Everybody else is doing it, and it just doesn't appeal to me. Well, I even talked to the CNN security person because of this. She's worried. Now listen to this. British citizens are being stopped at the border and questioned for hours and hours and hours. Now think about that. Let's just think about that for just a minute. You got British citizens coming to the U.S. and they're being questioned for hours. You upset by that? People coming into the country who are being questioned? That is, I find it kind of refreshing. I got to be honest with you. I find that kind of refreshing. And if you think it's a big hassle and you don't want to do it, don't come to America. Then don't come to the U.S. But the idea that somehow it's easier to get into North Korea or as difficult to get into America as it is to get into North Korea, that's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. But that's just, the usual fare from those attached to CNN. And so she wrote about this on X, her travel fears. One person said, don't visit, we'll survive. Another one who said that Christiane Amanpour is free to remain wherever she feels safe. Feel afraid to travel to America? Then don't come here. Simple. And another user said, then stay in England. Yeah, no kidding. You find it, it's so difficult. Oh, coming to the United States, how it's traumatizing, boys and girls. It's traumatizing. Can't have these former CNN. I mean, I would think that working at CNN would be what more traumatizing than coming into the United States, but apparently not. Apparently not when you're on the air at CNN. I mean, it's just like, when will these people buy a clue? I just sit back and it's over. You and I just get assaulted by this stupidity of all of this stuff, right? I mean, it's just like, oh, please, you gotta give me a break. All right, my friends, that's a wrap for today. You made it to the end of the video, so you are part of my gallery of champions, and a special salute to the Bunker Brigade, those of you who are commenting and interacting with me each and every morning. I really do appreciate it. I want to wish you a wonderful weekend. We'll do it all again on Monday. So until then, I'm underground and gone.